Hello, this is Melissa Shaw with Our Generation, where we educate, empower, and inspire. And I am here at my spot, Farm Free Life, and it's just me today. I did a live earlier, but the mics didn't pick it up, so looking like I'm probably just going to record my show and then just upload it. So that's what we're going to do from now on until I can find another avenue. But yeah, so this has definitely been a journey. And if you listen to my live, you'll probably pick up some things, but you may not. I do a lot of rambling, so hopefully that it was. Hopefully you can hear some of it, because yeah. Well, let's see. What do I want to recap? Um, I'm very unscripted, so I hate that the audio didn't catch because I got in my little groove where I was talking about some pretty important stuff, and so I had to be at Farm Free. I had to get my drink, which is lavender vanilla chai tea, and it's buttered. So I probably will be buttered here in a little bit. I haven't had one in a while, so my body has to get used to it. I'm very excited to be able to start doing my shows here. I don't have a guest today because there was some miscommunication with my guest. And so next week I'll actually have two guests. So I will be dropping two shows next week. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And yeah, so this definitely has been a journey of where I'm at now, especially the past year and a half. So much has gone on. And it's been really eye opening because to really look at where I've been and where I'm at now is completely different from what I expected. And I say that because a lot of times when we look at our future and we look at how we see certain things, we may be moving in that direction and it may not stay that direction. You know, when my accident definitely put me in a whole different mindset, which allowed me to do my radio show, which is something that I never expected to do. And every time the universe needs me to pivot, it puts something there to stop me. Like when I say stop me, I'm referring to like sit me down, like tell me, okay, you are moving too much. You need to really sit down and really focus on what it is that you're trying to do. And my accident set me down, made me rethink everything, which in turn I became radio show host. So I'll have my own radio show, and I'm very thankful that Lamont gave me that opportunity, that he saw in me something that I didn't see. He gave me a voice. Let me take that back. He The voice was always there. It just needed a platform and a space to where I felt comfortable enough to be able to use it. And I feel that that was with Speak On It Media. Um, I'm no longer with them, but it definitely was a time that I will cherish. They're doing great work, but you know, sometimes there comes a time in your journey where it's time to pivot and do something else. And again, every time that I'm about to move on to something else, the universe says, okay, you need to slow down, you need to sit down, and you need to really be present, be in the moment, because being a business owner is so difficult to be in those moments because our mind is going 50,000 miles a minute. We're always doing stuff, and it doesn't allow us to be in the moment as much as we should be. And so this go around, it allowed me to really take a look at where I was going with my radio show. Like, what was I trying to accomplish? What is my next step? Because it's all about progression, especially when you're a business owner. You don't want to stay in the same spot. You need to be moving forward. And at this moment, I needed to take it into my own hands. I needed to make it my priority and not looking for someone else to make it their priority. And which enabled me to say, okay, you know what? I'm about to do my own show. I'm taking it on myself. I'm going to do my YouTube channel, which I actually had opened a YouTube channel a year ago, almost a year ago. So my friend Brianna, we was in Tulum, and she was like, "You need to do your YouTube channel," and blah blah blah. And she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna help you get set up," and she set me up my YouTube channel. I can't believe I just said blah blah blah. Y'all know I'm very unscripted, and I just be saying stuff that comes off the top of my head. So I hope you guys really appreciate that. But that's just how my brain works. And so she set my YouTube channel up, but I didn't do anything with it because, like, it's good. I don't want to do that. I want to focus on something else. Just being in the radio. And I think it's because at that moment I really needed to own that space because it was still a space that was very uncertain for me, uncharted territory. I really just wasn't sure how I was going to move in it and even what I was going to do. And so I really embraced interviewing business owners, and I absolutely love it. I've met some amazing business owners that are really making an impact on the community. And just to be able to be a part of that and be able to give them a platform is definitely something that I'm here for. So moving forward, so I got stopped, had to be out for 7 weeks, couldn't do my show, didn't even plan for it. And I should have planned for it. I should have been more proactive. I should have had my YouTube channel set up because if you've been following me, you know there's been kinks along the way. Last couldn't go live on my YouTube. Really wanted to do that. Then got put in Facebook jail for whatever reason. But if I would have utilized last year and set my YouTube channel up the right way and really focus on what that would look like, working out all the kinks. Then when I did decide to pivot and go off on my own, then I would have not had any kinks. It would have just been seamless. So definitely learned that when we are presented with opportunities, sometimes we may not see the reason why we need it at that moment, but it might be for a bigger plan, the bigger picture going down the road. Definitely something that I learned with that. And then also with my me having my hysterectomy, like I was supposed to have this a year ago. My doctor told me you need to have this a year ago. I didn't do it because I was like, I don't have time to just be sitting. But obviously, the body and the universe is like, okay, well, now you're going to have to do it. And that taught me that I should have done it when I was supposed to. And again, being proactive, planning things, I would have been able to plan accordingly. I would have been able to um, not be halted in my progress. Um, so, with that, it really showed me the importance of planning things out and really looking at the bigger picture. Yes, we want to be present in the moment, but we really need to focus on, okay, I have this business, I have this goal. What am I doing with it? Where am I going with it? And having people around you where you're able to bounce things off of them be able to encourage you. Like my mentor talked to me a few days ago and he asked me, so what did you do good last month and what could you have done better? And what I did good last month was I stayed consistent at being plugged in with my personal development. I stayed consistent with being plugged in with my team, helping them reach their goals. What I could have did better was staying consistent with myself and really being intentional about the conversations that I have and really being vocal about what I do. My guest that I had on last week, he's like, "What do you do?" And I get that a lot. So just to share with what I do. So I have a consulting business where I work with small businesses and help them get legal access and other resources to help run their business. And I also partnered that with my nonprofit. So my nonprofit is called Project Our Generation. And my nonprofit, the ultimate goal is for it to be a hub for small businesses to be able to come and have everything that they need to run their business. and not have any barriers. So taking the barrier of money off of the table, taking a barrier of I don't know where to go or who to talk to off the table, taking the barrier of I have this idea or I started this business while I'm making money. Now I don't know what to do. So being able to have everything that's needed when it comes to trademarking, copyright, and contract review, which is the legal services, which I will connect you with Legal Shield because Legal Shield has a whole small business division that is phenomenal that can help you run your business um, just like Walmart does or just like Oprah does. They have lawyers on payroll. Why can't we fit that into our budget? So I show you how to do that. Um, then I have my radio show now it's not a radio show anymore. I have my podcast where now it's a platform where I give to small businesses and entrepreneurs to be able to one, highlight their business, tell their story, and tell their journey. Actually, going to have a new vibe CBD dispensary, which is an amazing spot downtown on Full House Street. Please make sure you check them out. And they're going to be on my show the end of the month and they was on my show a year ago in May when they opened their business. So it's been their 1 year anniversary. So I'm excited to have them on my show because of how they started and then now to see the growth. And so you to see the journey of what that looks like. Um, what happens in between the time that you started and you hit your 1 year? What does that look like? What challenges did you have? What things that you learned that you didn't know that you needed? So just moving those things along, being able to show people what that looks like, um, I'm excited about that. And I've met some amazing people, and just being able to see their journey, I know this is where I want to be. But back to the legal part of it, really helping small business and people in general to realize that the justice system, the scales are out of balance. Like most people do not have access to um, justice. And to be able to have a company that I partner with Legal Shield, where they take that and they said, okay, there's no equal justice out here. The common person can't afford it. And one of the two big things that I really like about Legal Shield is one, to be able to have your will. I can't stress enough how important it is to have a will, have a healthcare power of attorney, financial power of attorney, medical power of attorney. Personally and on business, I'll highlight business because that's really what I focus on. But when the business side of it, if something were to happen to you, what would you do? What happens to your business? The government, they don't care. The state doesn't care. They're going to dissolve it. They're going to do what they want with it. You don't want that. You don't want all that hard work that you put in building that brand, building something for the next generation, whether it's your kids, whether it's your nieces and nephews, or just to have a name for yourself when you're gone. Have what you want put in place. Have it written out. If something happens to you and you are in the hospital, how's your business going to function? Who can go to the bank? Who can make sure that bills are paid? You need to have that put in order. You can have that in your will, in the power of attorney, to be able to have everything written down the way it legally needs to be. Legal Shield offers that. It's part of the plan, which is $29.95 a month. We all hell, I come here to Farm Free and I spend that in two drinks. We make space and we make the budget for things that we want. And we need to become a better mindset as being more proactive and teaching the next generation to have things put in place before things even happen, like I should have did. And I really understood that. Um, Another part about the uh, legal show that I like is the 24/7 access. That is huge to me. If you think about the 24/7 access, you can call your lawyer at 1 in the morning. What does that look like? So we know what our rights are. Our rights are to be quiet and our rights to an attorney. When they created those rights or those two, whatever you want to call them, I don't know what to call them, but when you have those two, think about the fact that they knew 90% of people would not have access to an attorney. So of course they're going to put that in there as one of your rights. They know you're not going to have access to it, but Legal Shield has taken that out of off the table. Like, yeah, you have access to it for $29.95 a month membership. You can call your attorney at 1 in the morning. You have access to be represented at that moment. So you know that when you get pulled over, or if you're in a situation where you feel okay, my rights are being violated, like I'm feeling uncomfortable, you're able to call and have somebody on the phone to represent you. How powerful is that? My daughter has that on her phone because if she's around other people, she may be doing the right thing, but you can't, you're guilty by association. So to be able to have her to know that she is empowered to be able to call her attorney is a game changer. It's teaching the next generation, okay, you want to put these rights into play, I'm going to use what you put into play against you, because they don't think that you're going to use it, because they don't think that you have it. So I'm extremely passionate about that, about everyone having access to it. They even have a card that you can put with your license. And so when you are stopped by the police, you can hand them this card and it says, is it your intent to question or detain? They have the legal right to call their attorney to be represented at that moment. We need to be preaching and teaching this and educating people. Everybody needs this. It's not worth $30. It absolutely is. So if you would like to know more information, please let me know. I would definitely get you connected with learning more about what that looks like and how you and your whole family can be protected. So yeah, so I just decided to do this video because my live, I don't think my audio was great, and so I just still wanted to put something out there because again, it's that consistency. And a lot of people want to know what I do, and that's what I do. I'm always here at Farm Free. They are one of my biggest supporters. Everybody here, I absolutely adore them. I love what Nicole is doing with this product and the lives that she is changing, and to be able to be a part of this. Again, a small business. I'd rather support here than any other business that is a chain. Being able to support a family, someone's dreams, and be part of a movement. Um, and that butter drink, will I tell you? Let me see how much have I had. I still haven't had that much, and it's nice. Um, so yeah, so if y'all want to come up here and have a drink with me, we can do that too. I love, to be able to allow my platform to be your platform. So business owners, entrepreneurs, um, change makers, someone that wants to start something but don't know where to start. Let's have a conversation. Let's get you put in the right mindset, the right space to just really move things, because the world is moving in a direction, and this is the perfect opportunity to take advantage of the things that are happening, and really hone in on your skills. I encourage you to do personal development, to read. I'm actually reading this book called Pause, Reset, and Be. A lot of times as small business owners, we don't know how to be still. We don't know how to just be. There's a point in here that I thought, I'm going to try to find it because I read it on my live, but again, I don't think the audio was that great. So let's see if I can find it. Of course, I can't find it. But it was talking about how we sometimes we spend a lot in our lives. We're just like on a hamster wheel. And so being able to have things that we can tap into, whether it be reading, whether it be meditation, whether it be yoga, which I'm excited about. My next guest coming up is a yoga instructor that's really making a change in the city, and then another one that does sound bowl therapy. If you don't know what that is, or sound bath therapy, please make sure you plug in and follow me, because she's going to be here talking about the benefits of that. Um, so yeah, so this has been Melissa Shaw with Our Generation, where we educate, empower, and inspire, where there's always a story. I would love to hear your story, and be able to use my platform to spread that story. So I will talk to y'all later. Love y'all, my OGs.